Hey guys, I don't know if I got that or not, but maybe I did, but if not, hey YouTube, I am back at the mud hole putting on my rubber boots again, but I come a little different way this time, and I'm gonna put a timer on my phone for a short period of time. And I'll show you what I got right here before I set that. All right, rubber boots are on. They're actually still damp. I got water in them because we have had tons and tons of rain over the past few days, and every creek around me is completely flooded to a point where it's like rushing and you couldn't get to it. However, this seems to be filled up and kind of just sitting, so that's the reason I wanted to come back here. I want to show this guy right here, maybe help me keep my rod out of the water. It is a rod belt. Your rod slips in here so you can do all you want to it. I got these Cast King pliers. Man, I'm starting to really love Cast King. Their items they've got are amazing. So anyway, I'm going to put this on and I'll show you what else I got, and then we'll set the timer. And hope you can see this, but oh man, that boot is slammed full of water. But let's see here. So it just sits in there so you can change your hooks, take your fish off, and all that kind of stuff. Now, showing you that, I've got this hybrid panfish rod, or ultralight, or light, I guess you would call it, but it's a eye proficiency. I think it's an eye proficiency, or maybe it's just proficiency, I don't know. But anyway, it's the brand that Academy has now. I like it because it's got the short handle, so when you're fishing in creeks and area, you don't have that much room to cast. It doesn't. I'm going to be taking, I'm trying to do this uncut again. I'm going to take a couple set of worms. These are not very good. I'm not sure, I hadn't opened this box, but I know these are about dead. And what I don't, car's coming. And what I don't use, these I'm gonna use to feed the fish, hopefully, and maybe get something stirred up. And far as my gear goes, I'm literally only taking a couple of corks, hooks, and lead. I got pliers on my belt. And one other, the struggle is real, folks. There. And one other thing I'm going to do is, just in case they're gar in here, got a set of these, and I got a hook on this belt. I'm just going to let them hang, and hopefully I don't bang myself to death with them, but I'm hoping that this right there is going to work. Put the camera on, and then I'll grab my bag and we'll go. And I'll set the timer, you'll see. Sorry for the banging around, but I'm trying to do, I like doing the uncut. That way you could see that fishing is real. I'm not in a place that I go every time I catch tons of fish, and it just is exactly how I see it, as hopefully is just about how y'all see it. And I kind of like it that way. All right, this goes back. This is like a little pouch. I used to keep my pliers and knives and different stuff in there like that, but all right. Okay. Let's see. And that's all I got. Close the door. It is locked, and let's have, hey Siri, set me a timer for 35 minutes. It says 35 minutes and counting down. Lunchtime challenge has begun. Now, like I said before, we have had tons of rain, inches of rain actually. And I'm trying to hurry. One of my boots is dry, one of them is soaking wet. And if you ever, my last video, if you didn't get to check the last video out, check out the last video. You'll see how much more water's rolling down through here now. It was barely trickling before, and now look at here. I mean, we have got a steady flux of water. That was a stagnant little area up there, and now we got a steady roll of water through here. I'm sure I was standing on a little sandbar there. I won't be able to do that today, or if I can, I'm not sure. All right, and hopefully I can get across this without sinking or going above my boot, but I guess it really doesn't matter because my feet's already wet. All right. Oh yeah, it's a lot higher. I was out there, and I might can still get out there maybe, but the water is I ain't gonna say less muddy, but a little less, or maybe a little less. But dropped my rod and my spiders are everywhere. All right, I'll drop that in there so we can set these down. And like I said, these are not in good shape. See, they're basically dead and gummy. And I may have to use the other ones, but I'm gonna try and just put this on. I got a little small hook. Yep, that ought to work. And like I said, I'm gonna throw the rest of these out and maybe feed them to get them stirred up, because I kind of like this spot. Fishing with a small hook, cork. I've got, I think, 10-pound braid on here, gray braid. I did not put a leader line on. I've been testing out a new I guess way to tie it. I'm not sure that this is going to be a very good worm. It really is not alive anymore. It's actually starting to kind of rot. But still see a lot of the bugs. The water's still real cool. Let's start close. That braid allows me to really cast out pretty good. Oh man, I don't know if y'all got to see that, but something literally popped out of the top of the water. I'm really hoping these worms work. The line is getting hung in the current. And like I said, I'm beside the road, so uh-oh, something's pulling back. Maybe I was on bottom. I don't know how deep any of this is. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to hurry and fish. Trying to hold my line up above the current so that it sits in one spot. I'm going to be fishing it pretty quick. I'm not going to let it sit but so long, and hopefully this will work out. All right, I'm going to keep moving. It's going to make it harder to throw out not being able to get on that little sandbar, but I might even try it. Uh-oh. I don't know if that was me or... Okay, that was me. I was wondering if I was actually getting a bite. The bugs are really bad today. The water's really flowing into here. I don't know where it would... I mean, I'm sure it goes out the back there, but... I mean, I don't see like a huge opening. Maybe back down through there. Man, I can't believe I'm not getting a bite. This is a live worm. Or Well, was a live worm. I've never been in an unpressured place. Uh-oh, there's a bite. Oh, there's a bite. There's a bite. There's a bite. It was a little tiny bite. Is this thing still recording? Yeah, okay, we're still recording. Oh man, what in the world? Why didn't it? The rod is not, I mean, that's a pretty strong rod. It's a medium light, but the reel is like a sort of an ultralight. So it's like a, to me, what I would call a hybrid. But I love this. Oh, that's me. Sorry. I love the stiffness in it, so that way I could kind of throw the braid, throw a little heavier if I wanted to, and like it'd be great for creek fishing, for like even throwing a worm or a spinnerbait for bass or something like that. I wanted to use it today just cause to test it out on the casting with just a cork and a small hook and a piece of lead, just to kind of see what happens. Oh, look, it's a gar. It's a gar. I don't know if you could see it. Oh, it's definitely, there's definitely gar in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, my line got twisted. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that mess. Exactly what I didn't need to happen when you're on a time crunch. Oh man, will I ever get this out in time? I don't want to have to stop and retie. Is there a way? Doesn't look horrible if I go the right direction. The joys of doing this on camera. No, don't tie in a knot. I'm gonna put a bigger worm on as soon as I get this untangled. That was a nice gar. Like, I'm really shocked at the size of that gar. All right, let's see here. Just sitting here wasting my time. And people ask me, well, why do you bring so many rod and reels? So that way I don't have to deal with this. Because I could have just thrown this down and grabbed another setup. But this is fishing, folks. This is what happens. This is what really happens that you don't see on a lot of the channels. Of some of the struggle is real. Oh my goodness. We're getting close. All right. Had no idea how this happened. This is wild. I'm sorry, y'all. And I know it could have been probably faster for me to cut and tie on, but sometimes the challenge to save everything is worth the fight. And there's no telling what I'm missing out there right now. So, however, at least I'm not fighting the my rod being down in the mud and the dirt. And my reel, that's a plus. All right, let's see, where are we here? Almost, what do I, the last tangle here, I think, until I tangle myself back up down here. All right, let's see here. Anybody else out there will just absolutely refuse to leave a knot in your line and want to untangle it, even when it costs you more time in the long run? Almost out. And look at there, out, 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 out. Okay, let's see if these red worms are a little better. I mean, I'm seeing like gar at the top of the water. I don't know if that's anything else, but it's definitely gar. And I don't know if that little old hook will get them. Maybe these worms are better. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So, now that I know the 100% that they're gar in here, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna rig this differently, because I want to draw them in to take the bite, and I'm going to actually fish them differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a big wad of this like this, and then I'm going to run it down my hook to make it look like a bigger profile. And especially since these guys are alive, I'm going to leave this guy hanging like this. So he's going to move in the water, and hopefully the smell in this will draw his attention. It is crazy that there's gar in this water. And I don't know how much they're moving, but he was right in this area. I don't know how that's going to come out on camera, but man, I hope he was, you could see him. Oh, I'm glad I brought those grippers, because if I catch one of those guys, it's going to be awesome. I wouldn't have never thought a size of fish like that, they would have enough to eat in this little spot, especially without stuff starving and just like hitting anything that hits the water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let out a little line and float it with that current, and just maybe something will come after it. Oh, there was a bump. That was a bump. I'm going to let out a little more line. I'm going to let this current just take it. Uh-oh, uh-oh, something's got it. Something's got it. Something's got it. I knew that would work. Something's got it. Oh, oh, it let go. It let go. It still got it. It still got it. Oh. Oh, it still got it. It still got it. Still got it. All right. This little guy ate the entire worm. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, gotta be kidding me. I wish I had my bigger hook though. I could have took him for bait. Doggone it. He swallowed it. All right. They say that these hooks, I'm gonna have to be a little quicker on the draw. They say these hooks will rust. There he is. Just so you know, I did not pull it at all. There he goes right there. Now, I should have just retied, I guess. Where's that other pouch? All right, so now that I know there's a bigger fish, we already caught one. I'm gonna use a bigger hook so that way we don't have that happen again. I had no idea they were in here, or I'd have started off with a bigger hook. All right. All right, let's put us another worm on. Like I said, a bigger hook, a lot bigger hook this time. Had these in the refrigerator, so they are just a little, and I'm sinking. Look how deep I'm sinking on the edge of this mud. Just a little more water. All right. Maybe I can get this past these smaller bluegill and get into something just a little bigger. I am telling you what, if you didn't see that, both hands are free. That's hanging. That belt changes the game. I mean, it really does. So we didn't get a bite here. We got a bite more out there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of give it a toss and just let it drift again. And maybe we can get it out there to something just a little bigger. Now we'll probably get a lot more bites without, see, that's the dilemma that we're gonna run into. We're gonna get a lot more bites, but a lot less fish. Because I've got a bigger hook, but I'm, oh, that's a bigger fish. Oh, that's a bigger fish. What do we got? What is this? What is this? Oh, what? You've got to be kidding me. A catfish? What? In this? I know it's not a giant, but I don't want him to offend me, so I'm being careful. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. What in the world? I'm kind of blown away. I did not know this place would have these kind of fish. I was thinking bluegill maybe. Can you see it? Look at that. See you later, buddy. That's so sweet. Dude, that is so crazy. All right, another worm. I had no idea that this place would be such a great fishing spot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna leave the worms are starting to warm up. It's a warm day. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. Oh, my heart, that was a kind of a shorter one, but it'll be okay. My heart's kind of racing a little because I wasn't expecting it. All right, so the good news is they're feeding off of the current, like stuff washing down the creek. So let's see if we can just put it right back out there in the current again. We'll let line out. Wow. Did not think that that would be in here. I just, the gar, there's catfish in here. I mean, that means that anything can be in here. Maybe a bowfin. Oh man, that would be awesome. And the good news is they all eat a worm. So I love finding, oh, I'm getting a bite. Getting a bite. That's a smaller one. He can't take it all the way down. All right, I'm afraid not to try. All right, let's do this. Oh man, this is so awesome. I'm so glad I come back. The only place I probably could have come without without being a major current. It's so flooded around here. I literally had feet of water in my driveway, beside my driveway, of how much it flooded. I'm gonna let some slack out and let it float a little more. So confirm bluegill, confirm catfish. I'll have to look back at it and see, look at the footage. I mean, it had speckles on it, so speckle cat, or was that a channel cat? I think. I don't know. I have to look it up. I get mixed up between the blues and the channels, and I know what a flathead and stuff is, but and then I confirmed gar for sure because I seen that. And what else can we get before my time runs out? Oh man, this makes me want to come out here and really spend a day really working this and do an assessment of what's in here. There's a bite. There's a bite. They're really trying to get that worm off. That's a little guy, I think. Uh-oh. Yep. It's just a little guy trying to peck at it. Wonder if he got my bait. Nope. Still picking at it. Oh. Almost had something then. Look at there. Talking about stripping it clean. I'm just gonna leave the case off. If we lose them, we lose them. I know that we may have to pick through these little small guys to get these bigger ones to bite, but we will do what we have to. That was a much bigger worm right there. I'll try to get it the end closer to the tip, so maybe even the little guys, if they nip at it, then maybe I'll get them on the edge of the hook, even though it can't go all the way in their mouth. Oh, I thought about something just now. I got that drag awful tight. If something big hits it, I'll I might lose it. I was gonna wear my Crocs. I'm glad I didn't, because I would have been muddy. I'm wondering if I'd have cast a little more over there. Oh, that was another gar. Oh, I would love to catch a gar today. Oh man, it would be so awesome. I wonder how big these get. I mean, I guess we could even catfish better on bottom, maybe. I don't know. I don't have time, and I need to see the indicator, because I don't have my high visibility line on this one. But I will come back. Oh, I will be coming back a third time to this one at least one more time. Maybe even when the water's not extremely high, so we can focus and get out and move around a little bit. I might even, there's some areas that maybe I could even get down and get to that log and fish out there. I don't know. Oh yeah, drift over there. Come on. Come on. That gar I saw over here was more than 18 inches long. And if I get him on this hook, whew, I probably won't get him in because I got braid. I don't have that monoliter. I didn't even think about that until just this moment. Ah, man. Oh, I could come out with a rope lure and catch him without the hook. That might be something I can try, because they were feeding the top. Come on. I just don't know how many's in here, because it's such a slow bite. To be an unpressured place is such a slow bite. Had a lot of slack in my line. It was just swirling down through there, I guess from the current. I don't want to get hung up in that tree. There's something in the back, like making huge minnows jump. That was a good one. That minnow was probably finger length. Man, I really need to come in here and with some cut bait and see if I can really get a gar. I really thought I'd have had another bite already. So weird. So weird. So I can't go too close, because you can see that, like that sand that goes around that way. So it can't be, if I go any closer to that side, I know I'm gonna be sitting on bottom. And that's okay, because the cork is still an indicator if I get a bite, but And with it, I mean, without sitting on it, you would think, you know, with it sitting sideways, oh, if it starts to rain, I'm gonna have to go early because I don't have the waterproof case in the car. You gotta be kidding me. Why? What makes them stop? It's floating, so if it's touching the bottom, it's dragging okay, but I don't know. You know, are they cruising? Are they just sitting? I can't figure these guys out. I guess we'll just kind of float it back down there again, like we've been doing, so. Uh-oh, there it goes. So just floating it down through there changes how it works? I mean, really? Oh, it's a little bite. Ooh, that was something bigger. Something's messing with it. Something's messing with it. Dang it. I was trying to get at the hook, whatever it was. It was smaller. They couldn't take it in their mouth. Or, oh man, maybe I should have let it go because it might have been a gar. Oh, I forget that you got to wait with a gar. Sorry guys, I'm talking to myself. I mean, I guess there's a possibility there's only one catfish in here. I mean, he was not unhealthy, but I mean, he was kind of small, I would think. No. No, not another tangle. Why? Why? Why must you do this to me? Oh my goodness, this is such a mess. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know why now. I doggone use a mono. Oh my goodness. This is going to be the wrong thing to do, but I am out of time. Doggone it, I knocked the lead off. How did I do that? All right, that's probably going to get me in the long run. If it's a big one, I'm going to have to loosen my drag up a little more, I guess. All right. Don't judge me, y'all. I'm in a hurry. Okay. No lead. Lead fell down in there. I don't know where it went. Yeah, I don't see it. So we're just gonna wing it. I'm letting some line out. I wonder if the gray line can be seen. No, that's my alarm. That is my alarm. That's been 35 minutes. All right, we gotta go 10 more. I hope this video is not gonna be too long for y'all guys. But hey Siri, set me a 10-minute timer. All right, that is gonna put me at the absolute maximum that I can stay. I will literally have to grab my stuff and get out of here. However, while we're waiting, I would like to do this for y'all guys. It is the verse of the day. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in the word, in the conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. And I was getting a bite while I was reading that because I could feel it in my hand, because that's what brain does. That's okay. It's worth it. It's worth missing a bite to get the verse in. Oh, they had it. Oh, I wonder if it, oh, that might have been a gar. Look at there. That might have been, because you know they just grab it and munch it. Or at least that's what I see on videos. I'm not a big gar fisherman, but I would love to catch one. Please do not break. Come on, fish, where are you? Only got 10 minutes, come on. I'm using live worms, y'all, come on. I really need to hit this place on the weekend so I don't have to rush and I can actually do an edited video for y'all guys, but I should have just come with my ultralight. Maybe that would have made a difference. I don't know. That is the problem. This is an odd place. Like, it's just odd. I'm just trying to entice a bite. I only got a few more minutes left. Come on. Come on. Are you serious? A cork tangle. I don't even know how. All right, I gave it a long toss that time. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. At least one more. Come on now. Really would like to throw on the other side of that tree. Oh man, I'm seeing the scar hit. There's it. Jeez. I just can't figure out why I can't get one. They eat worms. I know. I've seen them do it. I've not done it, but I've seen them do it. Maybe no tree, no tree, no tree. Yes. All right, if I don't get a bite, yeah, I'm seeing y'all. I'm seeing you. If I don't get a bite here, then maybe I I just can't see the line. It's so tiny and so gray. I just don't know if I could. Maybe I can just feel the bite. Maybe go weightless. Come on. It's a worm. Come on. That's a live worm too. What I have left in my worms, I'm not gonna have time to get back here before I'm going out of town for a short time, and I will not be back. And my wife's already angry about the worms being in the refrigerator, so I definitely can't leave them while I'm gone. So I'll have to throw these out and just feed these guys in here. Hopefully it'll be a good thing. Okay, let's see if I can throw this weightless worm out there. The cork is what's actually giving me the ability to throw. All right. This is not gonna work. Oh, it did. Oh, look how far. Look how far I was able to throw that. Wow. I like this rod a lot. I'm going completely by feel. It's on the bottom or bottom-ish. If I had time to really let it sit, I think I could catch more fish for sure. If I just had time to let it sit. But in these challenges, it's really hard just to let a bait sit. And I'm really kind of hoping I'm catching them on the fall. Oh, I cannot believe how good I can cast that out. I really don't have any aim with it, but I'm really shocked at how far I can cast that out. I don't think I'm going to get another one before my time runs out. That should do it. I mean, that should cause a fish to bite. Why aren't you biting? The only thing I can think of is this line, but I mean, it's so thin. Can you see that once it's in the water? Maybe, I guess, I don't know. It's not a bad day. It's not a bad day. And that's it. For 45 minutes, it's not a bad day. that's the end of that. All right, stop. All right, that's 45 minutes. That's 10 minutes over what I originally intended to do. I'm gonna throw one more time, and that was a horrible throw, but so, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. It's crazy, but I'm gonna do it, and I know it's gonna take me a little more time. I'm gonna send that out there. I'm gonna let that fall. I'm gonna put it in my side holster here, and even though I'm moving around, I'm gonna leave that out sitting out there while I'm dispersing these worms. So these are good and lively. Hopefully they'll separate. I'll take my trash. And these were not the ones that was so good, but and these were the ones that wasn't in the refrigerator, but I put these in the refrigerator, but I think they got too hot. They're not really good, so. And it's just peanut shells and dirt, so. All right, well, that's that. Sand all over my hands. Dust myself off. I'm gonna grab my reel. I'm gonna reel this back in. And that's that, y'all. Was kind of hoping I was gonna have a bite there while I was waiting, but didn't happen. That's a slam down. That's how you get the worm off the hook. I'm gonna have to retie that anyway because of the knot in it, but all right. Well, that's all I got. It is great to be able to get out on my lunch and go and enjoy the outdoors. And if you find a little body of water that don't trespass, but if you find a little body of water that it's okay for you to go to and okay for you to go and be at without any trouble, go do it. And until next time, keep your hooks wet and have fun, folks. I'm out of here.